So today on Splains, we're discussing the Supreme Court case that was ruled on April 2nd. The decision came out, and it's McCutcheon v. FEC. The FEC stands for the Federal Election Commission. So yes, this has to do with voting. There's been a lot of stuff that has to do with voting, but this mainly has to do with campaign finance reform, i.e. the money. That's money. It looks like a Lexus sign. That's horrible. I apologize. Anywho, so prior to this, here's John Q. Republican, because when we think of people giving lots and lots of money to things, it's Republicans. So he's walking down the street, la la la, let's give him a top hat, because most Republicans have top hats, and a cane, and he's walking on shoes made of oppressed natives. Anywho, he's walking down the street, and he's like, oh look, it's the Republican National Convention. I'm going to give them money. So he gives them, of course, because he is a rich robber baron, a sack full of money. He keeps walking down the street. Oh, look, it's another one of my friends, the National Rifle Association. So he gives them some money. And normally, you can only give 2 political action groups money. However, sometimes people try to give 3 things. So this is, what's a good Republican thing? I'm not really a Republican. I don't know. So I'm just going to put NAMBLA. He gives money to NAMBLA and he's like, hey, here you go. I really appreciate what you do. Ugh, that felt just dirty. And he gives them money and they're like, oh, yay, thank you. That was against the rule prior to this. But then someone from the great state of Alabama, because when you think great civil rights decisions from the Supreme Court, you think of the great state of Alabama. And this guy from Alabama gave money to lots of different things. And he gave money to lots and lots of different political committees. And he gave money to lots and lots of people who are running for office. And he gave lots and lots of money to various Republican things. Not various, just Republican. So a rich white Republican giving rich white money to other rich white Republicans. When you think Alabama, that's par for the course. Well, the Federal Election Commission says, wait a tick, you're not supposed to do that. Because there's some legislation that says that, we want to make sure that there's not any corruption or signs of corruption. And for some reason, when people give lots and lots of money to things, those people seem to get a lot of political favors. I mean, just look at what happened with what's-his-face that Bill Clinton pardoned because he gave lots and lots of money to the Democrats. The name will be in the description or the comments. I don't know what's going to happen. So there's lots and lots of money. Here's, he's a politic because he's fat and he's got a cigar. So he's a political guy. Because when you think political guys, you think fat with cigars. And you know what? He's wearing a top hat too, and he's got a monocle. That's how you know he's political. So looks kind of like a penguin with shooting lasers. Anywho. They're like, well, that's going to bring about corruption. And this McCutcheon said, well, no crap. But what are you going to do about it? This is free speech. What? I know, right? Apparently, the only free speech that matters in this country is money. Money and protesting soldiers' funerals, but mainly money. And so he goes to the Supreme Court, goes up against the Federal Election Commission, and the Supreme Court, in a 5-4 decision, guess who the 5 were, and guess who the 4 were? Yeah, you're right. They decide that McCutcheon's right. So what this means is now, here is Joe Q. Person, and Joe Q. Person makes $36,000 dollars. No, they're not dollars anymore. They're democracy fund bucks. Democracy fund bucks. Because now, what he could do is instead of having a set amount of money to give to a set amount of people, he could, if he wants, give $36,000 to normal, which are the guys that are all about blazing up and token and all that stuff. Actually, they're more like the medicinal stuff. But anyway, they're all about, hey, let's toke up. Now, that person has 36,000. Let's say there's John Q. Rich guy. Here he is. He's got a bigger head because of the wealthy, and of course, top hat and monocle, and the cane. He makes 2.5 million. Well, now, instead of him having the same equal voice as John Q. Public, he now has 2.5 million equal voices all at once that could yell really loud at someone. And so he can give all that to whoever he wants. Yay! Yay! Oh, those are kids. Of course he's not going to use it to feed the children. He's going to use it to, this is, let's be honest, this is like, more top hats. And that looks like a wizard's hat. Anyway, he can give that to whoever he wants and to however many people he wants. So what that means is, remember when we thought campaign finance reform was a good idea? Well, this decision just said, you're wrong, you're an idiot, money, 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 money. Just think of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Everyone's got a price, everyone's gonna pay. The end.